everyone, Jasper here, friend of my and we're back to another Crash Team Racing Nitro Field video. And Beanox has given us the most amazing / pain and suffering thing in Crash Team Racing Nitro Field in the recent Grand Prix update. And that is the on the Gazmoxia Grand Prix update. Beanox has given us new time trials. Very kind of pain and suffering time trials. So I am going to be going through my top 10 list of levels that I absolutely had of pain, that made me rage and anger, ones that was very annoying, and ones that was, of course, challenging. Of course, this is just my thought, or my opinion, so feel free to leave your list, and definitely feel free to leave your list in the comment section down below, because I will be rating it. I will be reading down there and seeing what y'all's list is, because I would love to know which ones y'all think it was hard. So without further ado, let's get into the list, shall we? Number 10. Superspeedway. Oh dear Jesus. Where do I start? Where do I start? Now, I know a lot of y'all are probably not surprised that this made it onto the list. Right? This made it onto the list. But trust me, it most certainly did. With all the failed attempts, Superspeedway is one of those levels where it's so frustrating and difficult. Right? Especially making that fun little jump. That fun little jump to make the shortcut. Man, the amount of times you can fail, miss the shortcut, and fail your attempt. And then you have those barrels, those rolling barrels that can squish you, and your attempt could kill your attempt. Man, those fun little rolling barrels. Those fun little barrels, man, they are so hard. And not only that, some of the pipes as well can, right? Because, you know, some of those pipes, if you're going high enough, you might accidentally hit it and lose all your speed. Yeah, so that's why Superspeedway is definitely on this list. And I did have a struggle on this. I most certainly did have a struggle on this. Not only just because, of course, I don't like the track on time trials, but it was difficult either way. And I am so worried and so nervous and scared of the developer time trials next month. Oh boy, it's gonna be good. Number 9. Rose tubes. A lot of y'all might actually be surprised that this is actually on the list, but let me tell you, and I'm definitely completely honest with y'all. This took me probably not as long as I wanted it to go, but it was so annoying. Velo is always behind you. You cannot afford to mess up. And especially a part where I definitely cried at the end that I thought I got it, but I was probably a couple seconds to beating him until he overtook me right at the last second. Man, Emperor Velo, you are a challenge in this track. I'm super worried about the Beanox time trial on this track next month. Oh boy, it's gonna be a pain and suffering. Number 8. Dragon Mines. Now, I can be completely honest with y'all. A lot of y'all may actually did not know this was gonna be in the list. Just maybe some of y'all. But we all know how terrible of the track it is, especially when it comes to time trials. This track is no joke. Even maintaining your speed, like which way should I go? Especially the kind of everywhere where you could lose your speed, like trying to go up the minecart area, right? You could go up the minecart, and the minecarts themselves. You could go up the railroad track, but you're gonna be just I mean, that could work, right? It can work if you're fast enough, but, well, you got a minecart to deal with to not get squished. And then that real great U-turn section with kind of real fun area where you have to U-turn to absolutely nail it. Oh goody. And you know how bad I am at U-turning. You know I'm stink at U-turning. So yeah, this track definitely made it into the list. And I know a lot of y'all probably weren't surprised. Or probably were surprised that this made it on the list. But slightly it made it onto the list. Number 7. Blizzard Bluff. The amount of times I have suffered to that fence shortcut. That fence shortcut. Oh, that fun little jump. If you can make it, at least for 2 laps, most likely, if you can at least make it for 2 whole laps, then you should be really good to go, and you can nail it. And then you got that boulder. That rolling boulder. That ruins your whole chance of winning. Yeah, and of course the shortcut as well, too. Man, I did not enjoy this track on this time trial. It was not fun, especially doing that shortcut. Good thing Emperor Velo does not use the fence shortcut, but if you can use it, if you can get on it, most likely for 2 whole laps. But, of course, I definitely recommend, if y'all are a pro at making it every 3 laps, then I recommend, of course, all 3 laps. Since Emperor Velo does not use it on 3 laps. Or he doesn't use it at all. But yeah, I did not enjoy this time trial on this track. It was not fun. Number 7. Number 6. My bad, you guys. I know, I said number 6. I said number 6. I mean, number 7. But, let's try this again. Number 6. Cortex Castle. Oh, my dear Lord Jesus. This was not a fun time trial. Not a fun time trial. Not. You have to maintain at least blue fire for 2 whole laps. And if you're really good, for all 3 laps. But you know how bad I am at keeping blue fire on certain tracks. Man, this was a struggle. I struggled very much. Like, hitting the walls. Hitting the walls can blow it. Blow your win. Cutting sharp corners. Yeah, this track was not fun, and I am not looking forward to the developers' time, Baynox's time on this track. I am not looking forward to it. It was a pain and absolute suffering, but I'm so happy it's over. Man, I did not enjoy this time trial. Man. Number 5. Polar Pass. You're probably going to say, before we start, you're probably going to say, what are you talking about? This track is not very hard. And I do agree with y'all. It's not a hard track. This one is kind of an annoying track. I mean, it's hard, yes. Annoying, definitely. Especially if you don't know how to keep blue fire. This track is very difficult. I could just tell you there. But yeah, this track, I really did not really enjoy this track. Not as much, though, just because of how easy it loses to lose blue fire. I just did not enjoy it one bit. Number 4. Mystery Caves. Oh man, Mystery Caves was no joke, you guys. Mystery Caves was no joke. It is very hard to actually maintain your speed, right? Because, again, if you lose your speed, you'll most likely lose your chance to winning. Because you have those fireballs that come up. The turtles to ramp you. If you go way too high from bouncing off the turtles, you can stay too long in the air and the ghost can get to you. Yeah. And even the shortcut, you guys. The shortcut, I really do not enjoy taking just because, well, losing my speed is one thing. But yeah, this one was a pain as well. Number 3. Coco Park. Man, I did not expect Coco Park to be so difficult. Now, at the start, you know that kind of shortcut you can do over the hill. Emperor Velo does not take that on the first 2 laps. If I am not mistaken. I know he does it on the first lap, but if I remember correctly, he does not on the second lap either. But on the 3rd lap, when he has a lot of reserves in speed, he takes it. And this actually makes you have to really focus and keep your speed and kind of cut through the grass bit very fast and do not just lose it in one bit. But yeah, this was an absolute pain, and yeah, I just did not enjoy it one bit. Number 2. Alright, so before we do this, I just want to let y'all know of this one was first going to be my number 1, but since this is now my number 2nd, y'all might actually know what it is, of how much the pain and suffering it is of the track. You ready? Deep sea driving. How the actual heck this track. Lord Jesus, this track was so difficult. I did not enjoy it. You are having to keep Blue Fire for really 2 whole laps, but because Emperor Velo manages to lose Blue Fire at the end of lap 2, and, well, you have those fun little jumps. The fans that spin, right? The fans that spin. A lot of places where you can mess up. Yeah, this track I did not enjoy. Did not enjoy. And the look on my face of when I completed it, it was so good. It was so good. And before we go to my number 1 hardest Emperor Velo time trial, I just want to do some honorable mentions, you guys. Some honorable mentions of some tracks that were very hard too. Twilight Tour. Twilight Tour was very difficult. At least, well, if not difficult, then just very annoying. Just because you have to keep Blue Flame for the whole portion of all 3 laps. But kind of not close to the end where you get your the second Blue Fire. The second Super Turbo Pad. Because Emperor Velo does manage to slow down, and you leave him behind. If you can manage to get past him, which that is really good. But still, this track was very difficult and the slightest too. Spyro Circuit. Spyro Circuit is annoying, you guys. Spyro Circuit is super annoying, and just like keeping your reserves for the whole comparison of the race and do not lose at any bit. Yeah, it was not fun at all. And, well, it was just super annoying, especially keeping your boost and your momentum for the race. Yeah, it's not good. And now, the number 1 hardest, frustrating, rage of torture time trial of Emperor Velo is number 1 is Out of Time. Oh dear Jesus, why was this track so difficult? Man, I did not enjoy this track one bit of this time trial. Not a single bit. This was actually one of the other times that I actually got mad at the game. Like with Oxide and Tiny Temple, of me getting mad at the game. This was another one, too, where I actually got very mad. But the smile on my face was really good of when I finally did it. This took me 2 parts on the live streams to beat. And man, I did not enjoy this one bit. Not just because of the Fancy Star Cup, but maintaining Blue Fire for 2 whole laps was no fun. Especially how I stink at U-turning. This was a suffering challenge, but I am not looking forward to this track on Beanox's time trials next month. Oh boy, get ready for some pain and suffering. So that is going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe for Natty Rain Develops, put the video so much y'all, and turn the comments down below and enjoy this video. And what do you think about my top 10 worst, hard, raging, suffering time trials of Emperor Velo's time trials? And please let me know in the comment section and leave your list. Please leave your list in the comment section, you guys. Leave your comments. Alright, leave your list. Either if it's a top 5, top 3, top 10, top 15, top 20, you name it. Definitely leave your list of what tracks you thought was difficult, very hard. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. See you next video. Bye! First try here. Come on. He actually slowed down. Come on. You can't beat me. You can't beat me. Yes!